accessibility is key. If I see any area where wearable tech really has such a potential for impact, it's in accessibility. Welcome to the Teach, Lead, Innovate podcast, where we dive deep into the heart of innovation, leadership, and transformative ideas shaping the future of education and technology. Each episode is a journey into the minds of visionary educators, thinkers, and leaders who are not just talking about change, they're living it. Real people leading real change. This is where passion meets practice and ideas come to life. Welcome to the Teach, Lead, Innovate podcast. Imagine a world where smartwatches, augmented reality glasses, and biofeedback tools aren't just gadgets, but they're essential tools for teaching and learning. On today's episode, we're talking wearable tech. Welcome, everybody, to another episode of Teach, Lead, Innovate, and we are talking about wearable tech today on this Tech Tuesday. So here's the big question. Can wearable tech help us personalize education and make it more accessible? The answer isn't just yes, right? And I know you may have your own thoughts on this, right? But it's happening now. Like, this transformation is happening right now as we speak. And in this episode, we're going to explore how wearables are transforming education, discuss real-world examples, and we'll give you some actionable tips to integrate them into your classroom or leadership practice. So wearable tech is no longer limited to just fitness enthusiasts. I remember years ago, I had the Fitbit, and now I have an Apple Watch, but I remember using that Fitbit everywhere. I put that on. I felt like if I didn't wear the Fitbit, like, did the steps actually count? That was the real question. And I kind of feel the same way with the Apple Watch today, but that's a different show. And so it's also, now it's for education, right? These devices are opening new doors for accessibility, engagement, and personalization. So according to a recent report by EdTech Magazine, the wearable tech market for education is expected to grow by 25% annually, driven by devices like augmented reality glasses, smartwatches, and even biometric feedback tools. These technologies are enabling everything from real-time language translation to stress management for students and teachers alike. So I want to take a closer look at how wearable tech is already making an impact in classrooms around the world. So, for example, in Los Angeles Unified School District, AR glasses are being used in ESL programs. These glasses provide real-time language translation, allowing students to see subtitles during lessons and better understand their teachers. This has led to a 30% improvement in comprehension scores for English learners over 6 months. And at PS 89 in New York City, teachers use smartwatches to monitor student activity and stress levels during standardized testing periods. The biofeedback data helps teachers identify when students need breaks, leading to a noticeable reduction in test anxiety. And in Helsinki, Finland, students with hearing impairments use wearable devices that sync with classroom microphones to provide real-time captions. This simple but powerful tool has made learning more inclusive and improved engagement for students with disabilities. And the wearable tech is in the news as well, right? This week, The Guardian reported on a pilot program in Singapore that equips students with wearable tech to monitor their focus and alertness during lessons. The devices use EEG sensors to provide teachers with insights into when students are most engaged and when they might need additional support. Early results show a 20% increase in engagement for students in the program. And the initiative underscores the potential of wearable tech to enhance not just learning outcomes, but the overall classroom experience, right? And so we're starting to see a movement. And so, I find it fascinating to compare today's wearable tech revolution with the rise of personal calculators in the 1970s. When calculators first entered classrooms, they were controversial, just like wearable tech today, right? Many feared they would undermine basic math skills. But over time, they became essential tools, enabling more advanced learning and freeing up time for critical thinking. So we've been through this before, where innovations have caused a panic, caused a fear. And just like in the past, we're going to continue. We're going to move forward. That's what we're going to do. Wearable tech might seem now like a luxury or a distraction, but it's quickly proving to be a game changer in how we approach education. So, are you interested in this wearable tech revolution here and in integrating it into your tech or leadership practice? Start small, just pilot wearable tech with one group of students or for a specific activity. such as using AR glasses for a science lab or smartwatches for stress monitoring. Focus on accessibility, right? Accessibility is key. If I see any area where wearable tech really has such a potential for impact, it's in accessibility. Use it to address specific needs, like providing real time captions for students with hearing impairments or monitoring physical activity for students with mobility challenges. And then, we got to analyze the data. Wearables generate valuable data. Use it to inform your teaching practices or leadership decisions, whether it's identifying trends in student engagement or improving time management. So, those are three tips I have for you today. So, wearable tech is more than just a gadget, right? It's a tool that has the potential to transform education by making it more personalized, inclusive, and engaging. As we look to the future, the key will be to integrate these technologies thoughtfully. That's the key. Always keeping the needs of students and teachers at the forefront. Thank you, as always, for joining me on Teach Lead Innovate. Remember, you can watch this podcast on YouTube. You can listen on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or Audible, or any other major platform. And if today's episode inspired you, please like, share, comment below. So, all right, everybody, until next time, stay inspired, stay positive, and have the best day ever.